There are shows you watch, and there are shows you feel. Shows that leave you buzzing after every episode, refreshing your feed for theories, and counting the days until the next season drops. The Boys is one of those rare series. A brutal, brilliant, unfiltered reflection of power, politics, corruption, and the darkness behind modern hero worship. So today, we're diving into why this final season feels so monumental, why the wait matters, what the show has built, what is coming, and why fans are both terrified and excited for the end. A story that outgrew the genre. When The Boys first premiered, many assumed it would be another superhero parody, something edgy, something chaotic, something fun. But it did something no one expected. It evolved into a violent masterpiece of political commentary, psychological depth, and darkly comedic storytelling. Every season pushed boundaries, taking aim at authoritarianism, celebrity worship, tech billionaires, government manipulation, media polarization, trauma, masculinity, capitalism, and the terrifying reality of unchecked power. While the show always had superheroes, it was never about superheroes. It was about us, the systems we trust, the leaders we worship, and the illusions we cling to. That's why the final season feels so important. It's not just an ending to a show, it's a final statement. Homelander, the calm before the storm. Part of the anticipation comes from one man, or rather, one monster. Homelander has become one of television's greatest villains, not because he is powerful, but because he is unpredictable. By the time we reach the final season, Homelander is no longer pretending to be the all-American savior. He's embraced the darkness, he's embraced the attention, he's embraced the love of people who admire him because he's unhinged, not in spite of it. And that's what makes waiting for the final season so tense. Homelander is on the brink, morally, psychologically, politically. He is no longer contained by Vought, by fear, or even by public perception. He's entering a phase of dangerous freedom. Fans are waiting to see. Will he finally break? Has he already broken? And who will stop him? If anyone can? The last season isn't just the showdown of a hero and a villain, it's the collision of ideologies. It's about whether empathy, humanity, and accountability stand a chance against pure narcissistic power. Butcher's descent. And what's left of his soul. Billy Butcher has always walked a razor-thin line between hero and villain. He hates Soups, he hates Vought, he hates Homelander, and yet with every season, that hatred consumes more of him. By the time we approach the final season, Butcher is falling apart, physically, mentally, morally. He's pushed away everyone he cared about. He's lost the trust of his team. He's dying, a ticking time bomb of rage and desperation. Waiting for the final season means waiting to see how far Butcher will go before he burns everything around him. Will he get his revenge? Will he destroy himself? Or will he realize too late that the line between Homelander and himself has disappeared? The tragedy of The Boys is that the hero and the villain are both on self-destructive paths, and the final season is the collision point.
Huey, Starlight, and the fight for what's left of humanity. As the world spirals, Huey and Starlight stand at the emotional center. They represent hope in a show built on cynicism, kindness in a world built on cruelty. Waiting for the final season also means waiting to see whether these two, the heart and conscience of the series, survive the chaos around them. Starlight has become a symbol of resistance. Huey has grown from terrified everyman to someone willing to stand in the fire. Their arcs aren't about powers, they're about identity. The question hanging over the finale, can people like them stay good in a world that punishes goodness? Vought, the empire in free fall. Every empire eventually cracks. And Vought, the all-powerful corporation built on lies, fraud, and superhuman propaganda, is starting to crumble. The final season will reveal who controls the narrative when the company fails, who takes responsibility when the truth is public, and who survives when a monster like Homelander is no longer contained. Waiting for the last season is like waiting to watch the fall of an empire we've been studying for years, and the collapse will not be quiet. The people of The Boys universe, fear becoming normal. One of the show's most brilliant elements is how it reflects society, and as the years have gone by, real-world events have caught up to the fiction. Fans are waiting to see how the final season handles political polarization, misinformation, cult-like fandom, extremist movements, media manipulation, and society's dangerous comfort with violence. The show has always held up a mirror to the world, but in the final season, that mirror is going to be sharper, darker, and brutally honest. Gen V's ending, the fuse that lights the finale. Gen V didn't just expand the universe, it set the stage for the final chapter. Characters are missing, secrets are buried, power is shifting. Homelander's appearance at the end of Gen V changed everything. We now know the fight isn't just happening in the streets, it's happening in schools, in labs, in politics, and in the very DNA of the next generation of soups. Waiting for the final season means waiting to see how these two worlds collide and what new horrors cross over from Gen V into the boys. Why the wait feels so personal. Part of the ache of waiting comes from emotional investment. Fans have watched this story evolve for years. We've seen characters break, grow, betray, redeem, sometimes all in one episode. We've gasped at the violence, laughed at the satire, and been genuinely moved by the humanity beneath the brutality. The Boys isn't just shocking, it's smart, it's honest, it's uncomfortable. And endings to shows like this are rare. Shows that don't hold back, shows that risk everything, shows that challenge you instead of comforting you. We're waiting because we want answers, but we're also waiting because we don't want it to end. The fear of finality. Who survives? This isn't the kind of show where everyone gets a happy ending. This is the kind of show where the ending means something, and it will hurt. Fans are preparing for character deaths, betrayals, sacrifices, unexpected alliances, and a finale that will change the tone of superhero storytelling forever. The Boys has always been fearless. The ending will be too. Waiting for the final season of The Boys isn't just waiting for another chapter. It's waiting for the explosion at the end of a long, slow-burning fuse. We're standing on the edge of a story that has pushed boundaries, challenged norms, and redefined the modern anti-superhero narrative. And when that last season arrives, one thing is certain. It won't be simple, it won't be safe, and it absolutely won't be forgettable. If you're ready for more breakdowns like this, make sure to like and subscribe for deep dives into the biggest shows, endings, and universes shaping TV today.
The upcoming season feels like the moment everything finally snaps. The lies, the power struggles, the masks held together for too long. Every alliance we thought was stable is about to fracture, and every character will be forced to choose between survival and the truth. Old grudges will resurface with more venom than ever, and the show's signature political chaos is gearing up to hit its most unfiltered peak. Secrets that have simmered since season 1 are ready to detonate, pulling everyone into the fallout. The world within the show is more divided, more desperate, and more unpredictable, and each episode promises the kind of tension that feels like a heartbeat before a bomb goes off. The heroes are outnumbered, the villains are unchecked, and morality is about to get dragged through the mud one last time. Season 5 isn't aiming to wrap things up neatly, it's aiming to leave a crater. And by the time the credits roll on the finale, one thing will be clear. This universe was never built for happy endings, only necessary ones.